So this is what it looks like. We have it in chunky form, and it's really cold. You can actually touch it very briefly, but it's really cold. Don't hang on to it too long, because it'll freeze your skin. Okay. And as you notice, it doesn't actually turn into liquid, right? It'll float around and it slides around.
What's going to happen if you put it in liquid? The thing they're asking, what happens if you put it in your drink?
Here's what happens. You want to see?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool. What's that? Here's what. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Here's what happens. You got this. This is just water. Okay. So this is really super cold. So when I put this really cold stuff in the water is really warm comparatively, and so it's going to immediately start turning into
Gas.
a gas because it's not under enough pressure to turn into a
It's gonna
liquid.
be like steam.
Here's what happens. You got this. This is just water. Okay. So this is really super cold. So when I put this really cold stuff in the water is really warm comparatively, and so it's going to immediately start turning into
Gas.
a gas because it's not under enough pressure to turn into a
So it's
liquid.
gonna be like steam.
Isn't that cool? See it boiling? It's literally boiling away.
Is the gas cold? Like what's
Feel it.
emitting? Wow. Could you cook something with that? No, right?
Well, the temperature's not hot. It's just that the temperature of the dry ice,
It's
the
very
temperature of the
cold.
water is way above the point where the dry ice is going to turn into gas.
So it's
So the dry ice is
it's a
literally
cold boil.
boiling right in front of you.
So basically it's like a cold boil.
Just at room temperature. Boiling like crazy. So all this is this is basically a tube, and it's vinyl, and unfortunately it's not a super high pressure tube, so I'm going to do this behind a blast shield just in case. So see the tube bulging over here? It's actually bulging. That's how much pressure is in there. How much pressure is going to be in there when we're done?
75.
75 psi. Yep, a lot of pressure. Takes a while for the heat to build up and melt it.
No. Why do you think we would use CO2 and soda?
Yeah.
Gas, but why?
Keep flavor.
What does it do when we put soda on our tongue?
Sizzles.
It sizzles, right? What happens? CO2 opens your palates in your tongue, opens the pores on your palate. Makes you absorb more of the soda, more of the sugars. You guys ever had flat soda?
Yeah, it's gross.
Okay, it tastes gross, doesn't it? Okay, all right. But if you add CO2 to it, it opens up your pores, it takes in all the sugars, and it opens it up your palate a bit more to make it more palatable. When we do pop rocks or popping sugar, it's gonna do the same thing. When we do the chocolate, we're gonna add the sugar on it. It's gonna make your tongue sizzle a little bit to allow more of the chocolate, the fruits, and that's why some people use popping sugar to use that for their on top of their chocolate to get more flavor onto your palate. So that's the reason why we're going to use popping sugar today.
You can actually see it, and what you guys can do, maybe hang on to the valve a little bit just so that's not escaping. And I think what you guys should probably do is come up and like go right by the blast shield once we get liquid in here so you get a close look. Okay, if you want to try that, you don't have to.
Just
I want to look.
let me know when you're
I know you want to look, and that's what I would do. I want to look too. But you can see it's starting to turn to a liquid. If you want to come up and look, it's actually it's starting to get liquidy.
If you were to let all the when you guys let all the
Come on up and get right up
pressure
there and
drink,
peek
is
if
it
you
just
want.
liquid?
Make sure the
Does
blast
it
shield's
have
still
to-
See how it's water?
No, because when we release
That's
the pressure,
not really water.
water's gonna be
That's
gonna
carbon
evaporate the
dioxide
gas,
gas
go back to solid.
and solid and liquid all in one tube at the same time. It's like having ice and water vapor and having liquid water all together at the same exact time. There's one special pressure and one special temperature that happens at. And it happens to be 5.1 atmospheres, so it's basically about 75 pounds of pressure. And at that would be at like room temperature. So, see the liquid?
Are we gonna see it still? I hope so too.
Just give me
Can you
like
see it in there?
Yeah.
And if you look close, it's actually boiling.
I need 3 seconds warning before you guys do it.
See the bubbles? Look over here.
I'm gonna get as close
Come
to
look at the
as
bubbles.
possible.
You can see it boiling. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So we got all three phases, solid, liquid, gas, and we're boiling. So you can see it's actually turning it. Look at that over here, it's boiling like crazy. Just because of the warmth, right? And this, let me tell you, this is cool. This is very cool. Now you guys want to see what happens if you take the pressure off?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
You sure?
Where do I look?
Yeah, but
That one.
okay.
I'm gonna open this one and leave that one shut.
Wanna
You can
bring it
see
down
it's
more?
still, the liquid's still going like crazy, right? So, watch the, you're gonna watch the tube, or you're gonna watch out here? Maybe somebody watch each,
Just let me know when
okay?
you're gonna pull it.
You might wanna back up a little.
eyes.
When are you gonna pull
Back
it?
up a little more, you might wanna back up a little.
Just let me know when you're gonna
You'll
pull
see
it.
it, believe me, you'll see it. Okay, you ready? Now look what's left. Snow. Anything that was liquid immediately turn back into solid.
Oh, I wasn't watching that one.
Isn't that cool?